If you're SDA, you're not going to like this video I'm about to share. But regardless of that fact, I must do as any watchman on the wall must do. Check this out.
All right, I'm going to close here with a question from a Facebook poster. We invited people on our Facebook page to suggest questions for you. And this one came from Victor Rausch. Simple question. Does the Bible have authority over the Constitution?
He said that's a simple question.
I
That
know.
is not a simple
Well,
question
I
by
say
any stretch of the imagination.
A simply worded question. How's that?
I think probably what you have to do is ask a very specific question about a specific passage of the Bible and a specific portion of the Constitution. I don't think you can answer that question other than out of very specific context.
Okay. Let me ask every real Christian watching this video. If you were ever asked that question, how easy would it be to answer? Pretty easy, right? I mean, without even thinking about it, we are true believers. And we know the Bible has authority over every aspect of life, as well as the Constitution itself. I mean, after all, it's the Word of God. It's not some book filled with suggestions and possibilities for political rules and regulations. For this man to say it's not a simple question is to admit he is not a Christian that has allowed Jesus Christ to be the true Lord of his life. I say that because as a politician, he knows he needs to be careful how he answers that question if ever he is to have a chance at any sort of political career. But do you recall Daniel chapter 3, verse 16, where it says that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter? I mean, they were asked, just like Ben Carson was just asked, to deny their God. But they didn't have to be careful how they answered that question, did they? I mean, they were standing in front of a furnace, heated 7 times hotter than it was wont to be heated in verse 19. I mean, these 3 faithful men were looking at certain death and still chose to stand firm in their faith. Carson, well, he was only looking at losing a chance at becoming a president if he answered wrong. I mean, had he uplifted the Word of God, he would have lost that chance. But at the same time, proven to God, he could be trusted to glorify him. And then, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, the Lord may have blessed him with things to do for him that would glorify him. And no, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego did not run for political office. It was thrust upon them. They had no choice. They were captives in that nation. Carson's a citizen of this nation. He made the choice to run. Now, notice this as well. Ben Carson is a Seventh-day Adventist. And being Seventh-day Adventist, he supposedly understands prophecy as well as the Bible because SDAs were the first to come on the modern-day church scene with understanding of both doctrine and the prophetic word over 150 years ago, just as prophecy predicted. But the SDA church sold out to the government long ago, just as prophecy also predicted. Like all 501c3 churches, the SDA church is a government-owned and operated church now. Think about the young Seventh-day Adventist that looks up to this man. He is watching him. And as a young Seventh-day Adventist, he sees him as a leader in the church. And he is seeing him place the Bible on the back burner to further his career. I mean, notice this as well. The Seventh-day Adventist Church claims to be in agreement with the Bible and the Spirit of prophecy. Both books declare openly that Christians should never run for political office, because in so doing, you will eventually have to make an open profession of faith against the God you claim to obey. Because all U.S. presidents believe and their fruits confirm they must and will lie and must and will kill to be able to stay in office. Ben Carson just openly denied Jesus Christ as Lord on national television with his statement regarding the Bible and the Constitution. But that was to be expected all along because the General Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church never told this man not to run for political office, and they most assuredly never rebuked him for throwing his hat in the ring for the office of president in the first place. They had well over a year to counsel this man when he was making political statements on every news channel in the nation. But nary a pastor could be found to help this man back on the path. It is by their fruits ye shall know them. The SDA church and leaders in that church, like all those that declare Allah is God, or homosexual marriage is okay, or women can become conference presidents as well as church pastors, or keeping the Sunday Sabbath in the SDA church is no big deal, and now a political leader in the Seventh-day Adventist Church is claiming there are times that the Holy Bible does not have authority over a nation's constitution. If you're in the SDA church, you need to see this website when you get a chance. If you stay in, may God have mercy on your soul. Thanks for watching. God bless.